Hi there, Leigh Farnell here. This is really going to be a fantastic podcast because I'm going to take you right now inside one of our Lyfta local business networking collective meetings. And at Lyfta, each fortnight, a local business person sits in the Lyfta love seat. And the meeting, all the wisdom in the meeting, shares their ideas to help them grow their business. So right now, you're going to sit in and listen to Leigh Farnell of Leigh Farnell Best Business, sitting in the seat, and what people say. Want to come and join us? Then check us out on Facebook at Lyfta Local Business Public Group or Leigh Farnell Best Business. Either way, this is pulling back the curtains, being raw, vulnerable, and sharing with you. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you, James. Well, thanks, folks. I'm nervous about this. I'm usually the one directing the traffic, and now I'm here. So take what medicine. I've been in and around consulting since 1985, so it's a long time. And so what do I do? Well, in a nutshell, every second member of my family has a condition called myotonic dystrophy, a muscle wasting disease. So I grew up seeing my father not being able to be who he really wanted to be. And so I thought physical education would be the answer. Like ran and swam and tell everyone else to be fit. Then one, I wouldn't get what he had, and two, maybe if I couldn't help my father, at least I could help the rest of the world. And so when I came over to Perth to do a master's degree in physical education, one of the lecturers said, well, if you want to do that, you need to get involved in corporate fitness. So I did a master's degree, actually looking at all of the major fitness programs around America and Australia, in corporations, toured America, but in amongst it, the supervisor of my thesis was a social psychologist. He said, it's all very well having a gym, having people run around the block, but if they're in a sick organisation, you're just putting a band-aid on the problem. And I went, oh shit, that's not part of my thinking. That's called a paradigm shift right there. And so people actually want autonomy. They want to be empowered. They want to be in workplaces that give them a thrill and a meaning. So literally then the whole master's thesis became the relationship between how healthy the workplace was, as in how well it was run, and the health and well-being of the people, which of course these days you see mindfulness and you see well-being is quite high profile. I was doing that in 1981, 82. So when I wrote a whole lot of papers on that, I saw me and I actually spoke at the same conference in Sydney. He said, listen, you're already talking about culture change. What the hell's culture change? What you're talking about is creating a better workplace, and not only better for the employees, but better for customers. And we've just picked up the largest corporate culture change program in Australia with Telecom Australia, 5,000 people. And I need guys like you on my team to help change the largest organisation in Australia. What the hell? I'll never forget an interview with this engineer, who I never met an engineer. What's your experience with corporate culture change? So the crazy thing was that was the learning by baptism. The guys in that team were very involved with the neurolinguistic program. They were master practitioners. They also had walked around in orange robes. They'd been working with a guy called not Rajneesh, but one of those guys. And so I was immersed in this whole thing of personal development and organisational change. Essentially, that's what I've done for the last 40 or more years. And the last 20 or so years, when I wanted to particularly work on my own, I realised you cannot run your own business if you can't sell. And what I realised was, in going through university, that they said to me at university, what you do is you get your master's degree, you hang out your shingle, and the world beats a path to your door, which of course is the biggest load of bullshit by the most uncommercial people who, these guys of course, are on university salary with the university paying for their office. And then what they do is they have a little consulting business on the side. And so what they do is they use the consulting business on the side, the money, let's just think of a number, $1,000. Eventually, you might charge $10 or $15 or $20,000. These guys just want to paint their house or go to Bali with their consultant. So they basically cut the guts out of the consulting market. So basically what I stand for is optimizing workplaces, optimizing human beings, and particularly because I was so bad at sales, I had to be better. And as I studied it, I mean, I hated going to Tom Hopkins seminar way back in the early 80s, the early 90s by that stage, because I realised I was a sales snob. I went to university, I spent 8 years at university, I don't need to sell. People who don't go to university sell. What a load of bullshit. Right? The bullshit that you get washed and immersed in. So clearly there's a whole lot of stuff I had to wash out of my own head and continue to work on. But in developing and studying the sales thing, practicing it so I could feed my family, I actually put a whole lot of systems together that I have then people that can you share those without people. But many times I go and say, I'm going in to talk about leadership. They go, hang on, you talk to us about this R factor, relationship factor you're using here. So also I drifted more and more into helping people sell. Even though I think I'm averaging myself at best, but I'm very good at teaching and coaching others and doing it. In the meantime, you can go to my website, there's a range of systems and programs we have. One is on innovation leadership teams. 2 is the R factor, which is about building relationships, customer experience, and sales. Then we go right down into the sales colour zone system, which is a systematic approach to face-to-face sales, but also sales management. Because we say the accounting team is a different beast than the sales team. The engineering team is a different beast than the sales team. The sales team is a confidence-based, emotional-based team. You can't treat the sales guys or sales team the way that you treat the others. Then, in terms of personal development, clearly, you say if you're running your own business, James has already said, business is a self-development program. You want to run your own business and grow. Michael Gerber said, running your own business is a bit like going to a dojo hall and looking in the mirror. Every day, things you do are reflecting back and a reflection of you. So the other thing I've done over the years is quite a bit of acting. You might have seen me, your grandmother would have seen me doing TV. How many more minutes? 3, okay. I like acting and performing. And I created a host character called Professor Mark Morehouse. So it's everything I hated about American speakers. Name dropping, constantly talking about share options they get when they do a deal, wearing as many diamond rings as they possibly can, talking about how they fly in the plane, wearing hairpieces, they're not wearing hairpieces. So I basically put all this into one character called Professor Mark Morehouse. Get out of the courthouse, deal with Morehouse. And as it works out, Morehouse, I've done Morehouse at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. I've done Morehouse on Queen Mary 3 going between New York and London. And Morehouse is a fantastic vehicle to basically shake the shit out of a company because they're like, what the hell, we find this idiot. And then if I take the wig off, it's like Barry Humphrey's unveiling, or at the end of it, we've been tricked. Half the audience works out, mainly women work out, this guy can't be real. And half the blokes go, I love this guy. He should be managing us. You see, I thought it was Mark Morehouse. I loved doing Morehouse. I've done Morehouse all around Asia. You can imagine in Korea, Malaysia. So that's a vehicle I use to basically get in, shake people's paradigms up, and take the wig off and work with them. So with BSI, we worked across Asia, 13 countries across Asia, and global sales networks. So I love creating sales networks. That's part of what I do. So where I'm at right now is I want to work with more large organizations. At the same time, I spend a lot of time working with small businesses as well. Huge limits. And also what we're doing, of course, is Lyfta becomes part of what Leigh Farnell is doing as well, James and Paul, to literally grow Lyfta. So in the first instance, what I want problem-wise, you see, is to get to more people who want to scale and grow, particularly larger organizations, but at the same time, I work with small and medium organizations as well. So what I want from you guys is thoughts, ideas, contacts to optimize results and performance. Thank you. You did, thank you very much. I'm glad I made some notes. Yes, Kat.
I just have a question. I'm in exactly the same position,
Yes.
and it's always corporates, smaller clients. What do you do income-wise and experiential wise, what percentage of your clients do you want to have small, and what percentage of your clients do you want to have corporate? And then you can answer that in a sort of on a meeting scale or as on a profit scale.
Yeah. Well, I think ideally I would call it, I think like 80-20, ideally 80% corporate, because you can often lock in 1 year, 2 year programs with them, and it's locked in cash flow. That's what's happened over the years. Yeah.
Thank you. So, trying to progress the ideas myself.
Yeah. So Leigh, I think you're an incredibly charismatic person.
And attractive. Very attractive as well.
I could listen to you speak all day and you make me laugh all the time. And I think there's very few people that do that and do it well. And then that coupled with all of these skills, and there's a lot there in what you just mentioned today, there's a lot of stuff there. But I think honing in on that 80-20, I think you just do so well at speaking at events, corporate events, and creating a list of the types of companies that you would like to have as clients, and showing off how charismatic you are and talking about your stories that I found really interesting, and then interjecting, that your skills in sales and all that stuff, and people just come to you because we want this guy to be our coach for our organisation. So using that as a tool to capture the audiences, I think, would be very powerful.
Thank you. Really well said. I remind everybody, try and get to 50 seconds. Really well said. Paul, what you got?
Which companies have you worked with the biggest 10? So give a bit of an idea, because I don't think anyone else would.
Okay, so obviously Telstra was the first, other big ones, British Standards Institute across the 13 countries. I mean, in the early days, I worked with McDonald's in West Australia with cash converters, a lot of cash converters. In terms of size, AMP, again, they weren't long-term contracts, they were smaller projects, but certainly big. NAB, I did a lot of work here in West Australia with the WA Sports Centre Trust, which is Challenge Stadium, Jim Beloved, all the people that run all the sporting venues there. They're the ones that come to mind.
That's good.
There's a report, there's a book being released by Gallup. It's called Culture Shock. You spoke about culture shock. Can you give some relevance? Be relevant to keyword targeting. But think about I agree with what Tanya said as well. Right, it's energy, it's charisma, and I think doing more events and to get people to see what you're about really, and then tapping into the L&D departments, HR, L&D department at different corporates. I'm not sure how to get in there, but it would be super exciting, wouldn't it? I think they I think about an accountant and looking for something to come in there. Imagine a Lyfta event every monthly Monday morning, every month Monday morning, and start for
Do it,
Leigh, if I'm describing you to somebody as a potential client, how do I explain how you recurring, container model, basically, course, how do I explain your business?
I don't know if I'll for sure on time, but that's a good exercise. And you're actually coming back with like a little 30 seconds that we all have. Here's me in 30 seconds. Yeah, thank you. Very, very good question.
Leigh, I had a chat to Jason last week, or this week. Can't remember the time, and we talked about, what we do is hard to explain the results that we get, and it was from that I just, and Leigh talked about, Jason talked about, employee engagement and how, his work benefits this. So what I did is I went home and Googled the main issues Christmas space. There was one Google article that had 38 top challenges for business, and it was a whole menu and a
I took the whole menu and goes, right, how can what I do, solve all these issues. So then you've got like a little template of, if you do work for me, this is how it's going to help you in every department of your business.
That's great idea. We're short on time. I want to stretch it because we've just been, Vivian's been quiet.
So just anyone who wants people saying, getting married with introduce or recommend these kind of people. Also, it's great in terms of with seminary, there's a great one push and get access to a lot of people, and people would love to attend the seminar that you'll be doing. And what about YouTube channel? We have one TED Talk, and in terms of education, we've got all these tools and templates. Maybe it's something that can package an organization like purchase for self-study.
Great idea. Okay, we'll get down to the last three, Jason. No, you go, you said a lot. We'll get to you.
Something that I found helpful me in starting out in the beginning, not to say that just starting out, but when trying to grow in an area, having a lot of focus on two things. So picking one service to offer to one particular customer, advertising over one channel. And that just then really helps get good at one thing quickly. Because I know you have a lot of skills, you can do a lot of things, speaking, courses, in-house, coaching and leadership training, all that kind of thing. In terms of the channels and tools and everything, that is LinkedIn. That's the channel I'm planning to use initially. Just it's good for B2B lead gen, like hold out. We can chat to you a bit about that later.
Thank you.
Well, always describe you as probably the best sales coach I know, and I know Nick went from doing 3 interviews before he closed the deal to 1. If you can go from 3 to 1 on a close rate, that is freaking magnificent. So I always tell people that if you can't sell, see you, because you will help them close a deal to make some money. Because you can all talk. Closing a deal is an art. If you close it, have someone change from 3 interviews to 1 interview, and it's freaking amazing. So,
I'll see.
Yeah, I think, you know, when it comes to corporates, you know, most people, they say 77% of people are disengaged. They say they're emotionally disconnected from their work. And what do they want? They want meaning and purpose. They want growth as well. And so I think corporates are kind of desperate right now, looking for a solution. How do they engage stuff? And I think there's a very strong link between like what Kath does and like what you're proposing to do as well. Because I really do think like the core is relationships. It's relationships. And what's the glue of the relationships that determines the quality of relationship? It's communication. It's communication. And what is communication? It's a whole bunch of stuff. It's listening, you know, it's self-talk. You think about it from that way, it's energy transfer as well. And I can see if there was a safe space and people got to be able to be themselves at their best, like a program like that, and then you're coming in and you're like injecting like this energy into the room. Man, I can see it's going to be a game changer.
Thank you. Right, we're going to have to put this code for a time. Please, I mean, there's lots of ideas. Please get them down on paper, and we'll follow that afterwards. But now we need to turn, and as I'm asking Leigh to think of 3 of some of those ideas, 3 of the top 3, I'll be asking of you, as we went around, lots of ideas getting batched around, what are some actions that you can be taking out today that we can ask for accountability in 2 weeks' time? So remember this, please. This isn't just about Leigh, it is. He's our focus, but behind that focus is you. So even as Jason was just talking there, and you're a great communicator, did he remind you about, oh yeah, I could perhaps be a better communicator to my brother or my sister? Or so let's turn to you, Leigh. Yeah. What's jumping up and out from those?
Well, Jason's point about 111, you know, what's the one area, one single focus, one channel, one kind of key target. And I think there's no doubt the R factor relationship building, the links in sales, the links in leadership, links in personal development, and something that people have responded to quite strongly over the years. It's a whole chunk of, so I can build that around that, you know, because R equals F times Q, frequency times quality of contact. So there's a whole system and a whole body of knowledge. The 1-1-1, Paul's point, the best sales coach in town, that's probably a pretty.
Well, you are, mate. Oh, the one who says that,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, I think I need to build on that more. And probably somewhere in there is basically I need an agent and a process to be getting me in front of corporate events again. I just rely on one celebrity speakers or whatever. It's slack. I actually need one person who's just creating havoc in the marketplace.
It's fantastic. That may well be in this room. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for Leigh. Please give us a
So there it is. You've just sat in on just part of a Lyfta local business collective meeting, a mastermind session, a mentoring session. We know that being in business, working for yourself, can be a lonely experience, as in who do you talk to about some of your deepest problems about marketing or sales or people or growth or scaling or any of the things that go on when you're trying to not only make a business successful, but grow it, scale it, and literally set up your own retirement income. That's what we're doing at Lyfta. As we say, it's way beyond business. It's about people being connected with the possibilities of their future. And so often we know people can't really see the possibilities of their future. As Bill Gates once said something like, most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but completely underestimate what they can do in 10 years. We're in the business of helping you optimize the next 1 year and the next 10 years, not only for your business, but for your own life. If you want to find out more, do come and join us. Lyfta, check us out on Facebook. Lyfta is spelled Lyfta. It's the Swedish version of to lift, to raise up, to start something. And that's what we're doing in Lyfta, lifting you up, raising up the business, raising up your life, your income, and the possibilities. If you like what we're talking about, find us on Facebook and LinkedIn, and come and join us, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. It's Leigh Farnell here. Thanks for listening.